What is going on, everybody? David here, and today I got a brand new video for y'all, and this time I will be showcasing my small collection of comic book characters that people don't necessarily talk about these days. And these are some of my favorite characters that I've read in the as a teenager in the early 90s, or actually mid to late 90s, should I say. And love these characters, and you don't necessarily see anybody review figures of these that I'm aware of. I'm pretty sure there are, but I haven't seen anything that's been recently been reviewed as of late, and that's okay. And so these figures are mostly produced by Skybolt Toys and More Action Collectables. And that's some of these figures were sculpted by Claiborne Moore. And of course we have a Playmates figure in front. We'll get to her here in a little bit. But the girl in the back, way in the back, with the cape all out everywhere, it's the only way I can pose her until I get a figure stand. I kind of have to lean her back because she's so heavy in the back. So that's Helena. And then the girl next to her that looks like Silver Sable, that's Nera X. And Daryl gave that to me. He picked that up for me from Movie Trading Company as a gift. And Helena came from Movie Trading Company as well. I got her myself. And normally their costumes are red. So these are like different variants. I think Helena is a gold variant. And then Nera X is a silver variant. And I don't know too much about them because I do remember reading a few of their issues, but not enough to be like, oh wow, you know. But nonetheless, the characters that I know and that I've read before. And then the lady that's in the back with the cape, the red cape, that's Witchblade. Huge fan of Witchblade. Loved her, and very obscure too. That's a sculpt that Claiborne Moore did, and you could tell she is very well rounded, and as she should be. And let's see if we can't get a closer look. Sorry about the lighting. It's not the best lighting, but there she is. I do have another figure of her. I'll get to her here in a minute, but I do have her medieval outfit, and I do want to get the rest of her figures from her line. I think there's like 3 more that I need, and I love her TV show. Even though it has nothing to do with the comic books, more of a modernized series at the time, but I still enjoy it. I have the complete series of that. And then right here, this fella right here, this is Brian Pulido's Evil Ernie. And this is also came from More Action Collectables as well. And those guts right there, they glow in the dark. Love Evil Ernie. And I do need to find me a Lady Death to go along with him. And those are characters from Chaos Comics and stuff. And this figure was gifted to me by RV Collectables, and I appreciate that. And I love this figure, and finally was able to let him breathe, you know, get him on the shelf. And the girl that's way in the back, that is David Max Kabuki. And Kabuki, that was a very interesting character in comic as well, you know. So I really enjoyed reading about her, and I think she's got like 3 different versions of her. So I was able to get the assassin one version of her. And I did pick her up at a movie trading company in Arlington, so I was very happy to have her to add to the collection. And finally was able to break her out. She comes with tons of accessories. But I was able to, let me see if I can, there we go, better look. I was able to display her with her double guns and accessories and stuff. And she comes with like a load of accessories. And that mask is removable as well. But I like posing her like that. And in front of her, this is Aspen Matthews. And from the comic book Fathoms. And this was a character that was made by Michael Turner, rest in peace. And I got her and also received Medieval Witchblade from our good friend Kevin the Tattoo Toy Hunter. And these two characters came from one of our very first trades, you know, one of our mini trades that we did. I did see these two figures at a shop, Sarah's Secret, I think, from his good friend Pete, that ran the shop at the time. And I told him, I said, hey, can you pick those two up for me? I'll make a trade with you. And we did. And so I was able to finally get them out of the package and let them breathe as well. I do love this translucent version of Aspen, but I do want to get the regular figure as well. So I want to finish out her wave as well. So, and then we have in front of us the She-Dragon from the Jim Lee's The Savage Dragon toy line by Playmates. Excuse me. And finally was able to break her out of the package too, so I can display her along with these core characters. And if you read the comic book, she does play a good part of it. Not a large role, but a very vital role as well. And excuse me. So, and there is a Mohawk version as well. And so very happy to have her. And so the next set of figures I want to show real quick. They're still in package. I do want to break them out, but I would like to review them first. I do have the Max, and this is also a very favorite character of mine. The Max. I do have the MTV's series on DVD as well, and it's pretty much just based I wouldn't say live action, but it's basically shot for shot of the comic book, you know, series. So very cool concept for its time back then. And then last but not least, like I said, I did have another version of Witchblade, and this is from the Legendary Comic Book Heroes line. And this is Witchblade with the torso and head, or upper torso and head of the Pit. I got this about a year ago, a little over a year ago, and because in efforts and hopes to put together the Pit, as Pit is another favorite of mine as well, especially the Pit versus the Max, or Max versus Pit comic books. I love that story, and it's great stuff. But haven't been able to find anything reasonable since I bought that one set. But hopefully this year, that's pretty much a goal of mine, is to complete the Pit, and hopefully to have him on the shelf as well. He'll be too big to be in this small space, but it'll be good to have him somewhere, you know, displayed. You know, such an awesome figure. But yeah, guys, this is my small little non-Marvel DC collection. I hope you all enjoyed this video as much as I did filming it. Comment down below what you think of these characters, you know, and if you remember any of these characters from the 90s, or if you read any of the books, or you have any figures of them, you know, let me know. I'm still looking forward to collecting more of these type characters. I want to fill this space up, and then hopefully finish the line and stuff. Like I said, I'm looking out for a Lady Death, a non-translucent version of Aspen Matthews, the rest of the Witchblade line. So Skybolt toys and more action collectibles are good stuff to collect. You know, I highly recommend them. And they come down with loads of accessories and amazing sculpts and stuff. So anyways, guys, buy what you love and not what you like, because if you buy what you like, you will always end up getting rid of it. And I'll catch y'all later.